Hey y'all, this is gonna be short and sweet because I have to leave the house in 13 minutes. So let's see how this goes. Actually, it's 12, I think. Nah, we can get away with 15 to 18. So if you've watched any of my other content, welcome back. There's no packaging materials in there, so like the actual shoebox itself got banged up because it was just rattling around and getting banged around in a box that was way too big for it. But anyway, we have these Jessica Simpson boots. I'm about to show you guys. I first saw these boots in a Macy store and I was so in love with them immediately. I was like, how did I not see these or know that they had come out? And there was only one pair left in the store and it was a size 8. And I wedged my foot into the size 8, even though I'm normally a size 8.5, sometimes a 9, and definitely like in cowboy boots, probably a 9, right, is best. But the 8, of course, it was very tight, but it felt very tight in the sense of like being too small, right? Like it wasn't the right size, but an 8.5 probably would fit. So of course I spent time researching, reading reviews and stuff like that, and it was very confusing. So hopefully this helps someone out, because I was just at a loss. Like I literally was on multiple sites and I counted up the number of people who said they fit true to size and the number of people who said that they fit small, and a lot more people said they fit true to size. I had the 8.5 in my cart. And then I started second guessing, and then I went into my closet. You ladies, you know how it is, and probably some fellas too, right? Went to my closet, looked at my other cowboy boots, and I was like, oh, they're 9s. And I think one is like 8.5. So there, I was back to the drawing board. So suffice to say, I ordered these in a size 9. A lot of people bought these for Renaissance, for the concert. Now that the movie is out, I mean, I guess it's as good a time as any to buy them for the movie as well, if you're dressing up for the movie or just really for anything. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna go see the movie either, but here we go. They are just so pretty. So I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce that. It's the Jessica Simpson Paredisa, let's say. And the color, they're calling this rugged blue, and then it says Maddie tie-dye denim below that. I love that the shoe is wrapped, you know, it has the paper, the plastic protection. They have not been worn. Macy's, my experience with them in the past, and I don't order shoes from them often because they will send you a pair of shoes that someone looks like they wore them for 6 months and return them, right? They just don't get with no packing materials. Like I just, you know, I never really order shoes from Macy's. First impression, or this is now my second impression. Look at that, y'all. I think the tassel thing was really in this year, but I think this actual style of this boot, oh God, the dust. Jesus. The Paredisa, I think it's from like 2 years ago. So it comes in pink, black, brown. I think the brown was either suede or leather. A lot of sparkle here. Y'all picking that up? Just giving them a little once over. No stones are missing. So yeah, it also has a zipper up the side right here, but then the fringe covers that, so it gives you the illusion of it being just a pull-on boot. Looks pretty well made. I also just, oh my gosh, the dust or whatever. I don't like that. Golly. The soles feel nicer. Like, you know, I mean, they're not extremely thick, but it gives you that feeling of, you know, hardcore cowboy boot wearers are gonna be like, oh, those are, you know, like novelty boots or fashion, which they are. They're now novelty fashion boots. They're not real cowboy boots. You're not gonna go work on a farm in these, but they look a lot nicer in my opinion than a lot, like the quality is there, right? Just with the sole, the non-skid, the nice little heel that's on it that feels and sounds pretty solid. A little bit of minimum damage on them already before I've even worn them, which is like a little scrape or a scratch on it. Not a deal breaker for me. That I'm typically an 8.5 in most shoes, 9 in heels, Nike size 6 youth. Like I'm pretty much a straight size when it comes to shoes. I wear medium with shoes. I don't take wide width shoes, but I do kind of have like chubby feet and fat toes, right? So something with, you know, anytime there's a pointy toe, I always go for a larger size just to accommodate for that. Now, on the website, the description is that these have an almond toe. To me, an almond is a little bit rounder, and I would expect it to be a little more forgiving in this area than what you actually get, but feels fairly sturdy for the price. I also got these for a great deal. You know, on Black Friday, they were on sale. They probably still are on sale. I think for around like $60. And then I used some Macy's money or points or whatever that I had. So. Oh yeah, yes, I'm glad I got the 9 for sure. And even that, it's definitely feels very narrow across the front and the toe. And with it being this like denim, stiffer denim kind of material, I don't think that they are really gonna stretch out, right? I'm not really a shoe stretcher person. I like my shoes to be ready to wear. You know, I mean, of course there's a breaking in period with a lot of shoes, but I don't typically spend a lot of time like experimenting with that. Maybe I should. I like to have a fairly decent fit. I am covered in lint. Oh my God. Just one quick thing, because I always worry about this when I buy these types of shoes. The little stones embellishments, they are on here. They're not going anywhere. I actually like poked at a couple of them just to see if they will fall off. I think even with all the movement of the fringe and everything, I think you'll still be fine with them not coming off. Of course, if anyone has these and had a different experience, I am open to hearing about that. Actually, if you see this in the next 30 days, drop that in the comments because I would love to know before I wear these. All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm not going to do a whole lot of walking around in these because I'm definitely in a time crunch right now. But what I will tell you guys is that I definitely love these boots. I feel like I always say I love everything, but there are some cons with this. I'm flexing my foot a little bit so you guys can see right in that area where you see the flexing kind of, or let's just say, you know, right here. Initially when I first put them on, it felt very snug. And as I've worn them, despite my reservations thinking, okay, it is denim material, plus the rhinestones are gonna make it stiffer. While that is true, the longer that I've had them on, they did start to conform to my feet a little bit more. And it's actually, you know, I saw so many reviews of people saying they went to a concert, they went to, you know, they danced with these, they wore them in a very physical situation, and they didn't have any pain, and I could definitely see that. You know, that good old black heel, the fact that they are beginning to conform to my feet, and I only had them on for a few minutes. But I think anyone, if you, except for someone who has a very narrow foot, most people are probably going to want to size up in these. You know, you could always take a chance since they're pretty much like on clearance right now on a lot of sites, maybe buy 2 and see which one fits you best. Like I even tried on the 8 in the store and thought that 9 might possibly be too big, and 9 is a perfect Cinderella fit for me. So, you know, I definitely think the 8.5 would have been too small. Another con potentially for these is like the fringes move around a lot, like kind of ridiculously. I didn't anticipate this. Like even when the pair that I saw in the store, they seemed a little more like, obviously I know I got, you know, shoes with fringes on them or tassels or whatever, but It seemed like it was a little more subtle, like a subtle motion. So let's just say, if as I'm walking normally, they're flying around everywhere. If you mind, they may or may not give you the exact look that you're looking for. There might also be a way that you can make them not fly around so much as well. Maybe, I don't know, like I was gonna say starch, but Lord, you don't want to put starch on your shoes, now do you, honey? Look, now I start talking like a real Texan when I get some boots on my feet. But yeah, I think this was just like a really fun, cute purchase, and I'm glad I picked these up. I might come back when I have more time or after I actually wear them, standing for a long period of time, and give you an update. Let me know if you have any questions. Other than that, I'm out of here. Peace. Hope this helps someone.